think you definitely could.
So, like, can we work on that? Can we start pulling strings together so Tiana can have a successful career?
Can we start pulling strings together so that you can do some work for me when I need you to do some work for me?
Together so Tiana can have her own independent, successful career.
Yeah, Tiana can have any career she wants. She can do whatever she wants.
Yeah,
no, I ain't thinking about no Tiana.
I don't want to be tied to you.
You don't want to be tied to me.
See, you're taking it and you're turning it into something else. I don't want to walk, like, the reason I'm aiming so high now in school is because whenever I go in for an interview or whatever, I want to be able to say I'm
Tiana Freeman. You don't want to lean on Fat Man School.
No, because I don't want anyone to put me in a position where they can say you didn't earn this.
Right, well, that's good. That's a good thing. People, good afternoon. I'm sorry, I'm here with Tiana. We've been talking about a bunch of stuff here. Tiana, when it's time, I need you to make that phone call for me. Right there, stand right there when I tell you to make that phone call.
Why did you start your live?
I didn't know that I was starting the live. Nobody was in the live, and now they're in the live. What do you want me to do? Take that chair and sit right here. Okay, so listen, people, how you feeling? What's going on? Everybody's saying hi, Tiana.
Hi.
They're all saying, say hello to these people.
Hello.
I mean, say it a little louder.
Hi.
Okay, then. There we go. All right, so how you guys doing today? I don't know what I did with my hair, but I did the best I could. All right, so you are now tuned into the Sensible Ignorance. I don't know if this is a radio show. I don't know if it's a TV show. I don't know what the hell it is. All I know is I tried to fix my hair. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of things happening today that I want you guys to pay attention to, okay? And that is this. Hold on one second. Let me put 57 minutes. Okay, 57 minutes. Okay. There's a lot of things that I want you guys to pay attention to right now. All right. Number one, Ja Rule is coming in here very shortly. All right. Now, this is my house. Again, anytime anyone comes in here, I'm going to explain the rules. When Ja Rule and myself, when I'm interviewing the man, I don't want no stupid ass comments. I don't want no nothing. I do not want you to be the roach that runs up this wall like this when people sitting in their house and having company. Do not be the roach that runs up the wall and embarrasses everybody. Because I don't want that and you don't want that, because I'm going to have to wind up blocking you or giving you a beating. Now, in today's world, the way that I'm going to give you a beating is I'm going to have to block you. In the real coronavirus world, I would just get on a plane because I have 13.1 million frequent flyer miles, and I would just come to bust your ass. But I don't want to do that. I love y'all. Y'all are with me. You belong to me. I belong to you. You're my problem. You ain't shit, but you're my piece of shit. And that's the way it works. Tiana, when I tell you to make this phone call, I need you to make it. All right, now, with that being said, let's get right into the news. I feel like America's asking for the purge now. I just feel like it's coming. I feel like the middle class and the upper class are going to get run the fuck over if they don't watch themselves. Tiana, call this number right there. Call Ja Rule, tell me to get ready. All right, this makes me say hello. My name is no, Tiana. Keep it on the charger because I have zero battery. Say hello. My name is Tiana. I'm Fat Man Scoop's son, and he said, get ready. I mean, son, not son. Damn. No. Just tell him I'm Fat Man Scoop's daughter. He said, get ready to join the Instagram soon. All right? Just give me about 3 or 4 minutes. Let me get back to the news.
Well, like, I'm so close to you. Why do I can't like go downstairs and make this phone?
No, you can't, because I need to be here with you. We're wasting time even talking about this.
So what do I say?
Tiana, you say to the man, hello, Ja Rule. Hello, this is Tiana, Fat Man Scoop daughter. He told me to call you and tell you to get ready to jump on his live. That's all you got to do.
No, I'm going to answer and say I'm your assistant, because that's literally what
you going to say you my assistant?
I am your unpaid intern that you can't fire because I'm your child.
You are my unpaid intern that I cannot fire. I can't fire you. I can't get rid of you. I can't do nothing with you. I have to deal with you however you come. Double Time Twins, what we're talking about today is we're going to do a little bit of news. We're going to have Ja Rule come on, and I'm going to interview him. We're going to talk a little bit about the Teddy Riley and Babyface battle going on at 8 o'clock, and then we're going to get the fuck out of here. We got 54 minutes to do that.
Wait, which one do you
use carrier number, but just wait. Now.
Wait, don't do it yet?
Just do it in about 3 minutes, okay? As I was saying, before I was rudely interrupted by my intern / daughter / person that I have to pay, basically broke best friend. You know something? You're like a broke best friend. Like, I have to carry you around everywhere. You don't pay for nothing. When's the last time you paid for something? Waiting. Name 3 things that you paid for in the year 2019.
I bought my AirPods. I saved up babysitting money.
You did. You bought what?
Why are you just, like, attacking me right now?
Because you're trying. You know something? Forget it. Everybody loves you. They love you. And if I keep playing this game with these people, they'll wind up hating. Leave my sister alone. Ja Rule is here. Harlem for real. Just let me deal with this.
Is he in the live?
I think he's in the live. I'm not sure. But just let me deal with this man first. Let me do the news. And then after that, me and you can have our own personal shit after this goes off. Because you haven't paid for a damn thing. You're paying for nothing.
I mean, like, you know.
That's what being middle class is. Middle class is you buy everything for your kid. They walk around and then they mad at you.
What do you want me to do about that?
What do you want? I want you to live. But you know what the problem is? Hold on, people. Let me just do this because I'm probably just going to go directly to Ja Rule because I'm not even going to be able to read the news. No. I want to say something now. Hold on, people. Hold on.
All right.
I am a guy that tries to do my best for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you get so annoyed with me, you get mad when I fucking breathe. Like, oh, what did I do wrong? Oh, you were breathing.
Sometimes you breathe too hard.
Then I breathe too hard. Like, so you're telling me don't breathe. You breathe too hard.
See, I didn't say don't breathe. I said don't breathe so hard that I can, like, hear you breathing.
I'm fat. And that was like 40 pounds ago when I was like 300 pounds. I'm 260 now. Like, don't I breathe lighter?
I don't know, Dad. Is that all?
John, hold on, I'm coming to you. Let me just read this news, and then I'm going to come to this man. America is asking for the purge. Now, this shit actually makes no sense, and it makes my stomach sick. When it comes to America's government, there's always a catch, and we have just stumbled onto this. This is from Gossip News. According to an article in The Fortune and the American Prospect, the $1,200 CARES Act stimulus checks that the federal government has begun to send out to Americans is in peril of being scooped up by debt collectors. So now, if you don't understand what I said, I'm going to say it in English. Your debt check, your $1,200 stimulus check, if you owe somebody like taxes, if you owe somebody like student loan, if you owe somebody like, I don't know, you're fucking defaulted on your car, they can grab that before you even get it. Now, here's the thing. Some greedy asshole is behind this and wants to get his money now while people are dying. Now, this is what happens. When people do this kind of nasty, evil shit, I don't respect it. And this is why these kind of people who run these companies, they wake up and then they got fucking anal cancer. And say, well, what do I do to get anal cancer? No, this is the way God is fucking you over. Period. And that's it. Now, fortunately, there's several states that are gonna not do this. Michigan, New York, and I think Maryland is not gonna do this. And I just say this, evil gets repaid with evil. So when you wake up in the morning and you say, why do I have lung cancer? Why do I have fucking gallbladder, diabetes? Because you did some dirty shit to other people. Karma's a motherfucker. And a bitch, too. Let's see. In other news, Google searches for will life go back to normal and other coronavirus-themed queries skyrocket. The question that is typed the most in Google right now is, will life go back to normal? It's one of the many coronavirus-themed searches that Americans have been asking in the last couple of weeks. Also, they've been looking for how to do a buzz cut. Most of us are not Caucasian, so we don't know what the fuck a buzz cut is. We just cut our hair with scissors and walk it off, take an aspirin, and fucking put some dirt on it and call it a day. Here's what I have to say about that. Don't ask Google, will it be okay? You need to ask God if it's going to be okay. You need to pray, meditate, and ask a higher power. Half of y'all haven't prayed in a long time. Hey, listen, before the coronavirus, half of y'all didn't even brush your fucking teeth. You didn't even wash your hands. Tiana, I didn't wash my hands, okay? I always take 3 showers a day, but I never wash my hands. Now, my father was a person, what would he say every day? Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your damn hands. If he was alive, he would be shitting on all of us. He'd be like, I told you so. I told you this was going to happen. Dad, how you know about coronavirus? I don't know, but wash your hands.
Do I have to be here?
Huh? You don't have to be here now. If you want to leave, Ja Rule is already on here. You don't even have to be here. But I'd appreciate if you're here because you're supposed to be my unpaid intern who treats their boss like shit and gets away with it because they're their daughter. That's how it works over here. Let me see. That's how it is. So Ja Rule is about to come in here. Everybody, I want you to act like you have some goddamn common sense. And anybody who is the roach up on the wall, if you're the roach up on the wall that's walking and you want to do something stupid, I'm whooping everybody's ass. What's up, Rule? What's going on?
Yo, what up? What up, school? What it look like?
I'm good. So first things first, if you're just tuning in, if you're just a part of this, I am here with Ja Rule. We're talking live. A couple of different things I want to say. If you're new to the show, come join the show. Follow me at Fat Man Scoop. If you want to send me a letter, if you want to send me a suggestion for the show, if you want to send me a fucking death threat, do it. Show at fatmanscoop.com. Listen, people threaten me all the time. Fuck you. Kiss my ass. Ja Rule, how many threats do you get on a regular basis?
Oh, all the time, baby.
So
all
many
the time. Every day, all day.
All the time. That's the way it is. It's lonely. It's lonely at the top. So let's start from the beginning, man, because there's so many things I want to ask you. So I want to get to them quickly. Number one, how are you dealing with the coronavirus, man?
I've been chilling, Scoop. You know, man. I just been working, man. Trying to stay busy, working out, staying in the gym. You know,
in your own
regular stuff, man.
Right. In your own
gym. At my home gym. Yeah.
What are the things that you're used to doing that you suffer with the most because you can't do them now in the midst of the virus?
Shit, going outside. Other than that, I mean, it's just really nothing, Scoop. You know, I've been to prison. So once you've been to jail, this is not, you know, I'm chilling in my house. You know what I'm saying?
You know, actually, your prison term had gone by so fast. I actually forgot about it when I was researching, because we haven't talked in so long. I was going through everything that had happened in your career, and it said that you served 2 years for gun possession and tax evasion. But I don't even remember this shit. It was like it almost didn't even happen.
Well, let me clear that up. Not tax evasion. It was failure to file taxes. Okay. Yeah, I didn't evade taxes. I paid plenty of fucking taxes.
But you just you didn't fucking write it down. You said, listen,
it was a failure to file. Yeah. You know, us as entertainers, man, we make a lot of cash. We get a lot of cash. And so yeah, I was getting a lot of cash that I wasn't reporting, and I got in a little bit of trouble for not reporting certain cash.
Well, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that in a minute, because I want to talk about that in relationship to the Murder Inc. situation. Was that during the time that you guys were fighting the feds?
No, that was after. That was after that whole shit. You know, that case we was acquitted on. Gotti and Chris was acquitted on that case, and you know, this was after the fact. But you know, once you on their radar, Scoop.
That's what I was gonna ask. Do you feel like, because you got acquitted, they were like, well, you know something, if I can't get somebody on this, I'm gonna get them on this?
For sure. Okay, for sure.
So we're gonna start with favorites first. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say something, you just right off the top of your head, tell me what it is. We're gonna start with favorites. Favorite car?
My favorite car?
Favorite car.
Right now?
Right now.
Right. It had to be my 850 that I just got. I just got it's like 400 of them in the world, and I got that joint. This was my dream car when I was a kid, when I was young on the block, you know, hustling. I used to see DMC come through and LL Cool J. They used to come through. They had the black 850 with the flip up lights and shit. Right. And you know, that car was like the drug dealer's dream. So I said, when I get me a couple of dollars, a couple of nickels to rub together, I'm gonna grab me one. But then when I did get some money, they was they wasn't doing them no more. They discontinued them. Right. So I think just this year they brought them back, and I was actually in the BMW dealer getting my I8 service and shit, and it was coming in on the flatbed. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? It was. I never seen this before. It was a matte light blue, like a baby light blue matte color. Right. I ain't never seen no matte color that color. And the shit was just looking crazy. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that right there? He said, oh, that's the new 850, Rule. Oh, it's beautiful. It's only 400 of them in the world. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's the 850, like the 850, like the old shit. He was like, yeah. I said, Give it to me right now. Bring it off. Give it to me. He said, "Oh, you want to buy that right now?" I said, "Yeah, I want to buy it right now. Give it to you right now."
You know that you're blessed to be able to do that. You're definitely not hurting. But I knew that.
Yeah, yo, you know, a lot of people talk about you know, making money, being rich, getting, and all that stuff. My goal in life is to have financial freedom. So, for me, it's like save your money, put your money away, invest your money, so you can have financial freedom. So you can make those type of choices, like those impulse buys, like, holy shit, I want that right now, right here, right now. Give it to me.
Right.
That's what, oh, I want to go to Paris right now. Me and my family, we're just going to take a trip and go and be away from all this madness for a week or two. That to me is what life is about. Having financial freedom to do the things that you want to do, or no matter what scale they're on, on a small scale, on a big scale, but do the things that you want to fucking do and be able to do those things. That to me is what life is about.
And when you want to do them. So I've been thinking about it as I was sitting and researching. You've had a colorful career. 3 number ones, 8 top 10s, a Grammy. Now, if we count the records, and I know you, so I know this. If we count what I know you wrote and what I know you probably wrote and didn't get credit for, that's a good 25 more, and that's probably a good 4 more Grammys. Did you ever think that you would be in this place?
Nah, not really, Scoop. I don't think of, when you get into this business, especially as a rapper, you making records like for you and the homies and shit. You know what I mean? Just in the studio, just making joints that you on the block with. Y'all listening to your mixtapes on the corner while you hustling and shit like that. That's how it starts. Well, at least that's how it. Back in my day, that's how it started. You know what I'm saying? Right now, niggas is going straight to the internet, money in the bag. You know what I mean?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
what was the record? What was the record that was the biggest to you that you've ever done? What was the record? That was the biggest to you, biggest record ever that you did?
It probably was the record I'm Real that I wrote for Jennifer, because the impact of that record was just out of this world. The impact of that record was great. Like I've never done a record where the turnaround was like days. Like I wrote the record in one night, sent it to Jennifer and Tommy and the crew, and like that next day we was on the jet going to shoot the video. Like it was like the quickest turnaround ever in like the history of records for me. I've never seen a turnaround that quick, and within a week's time of me writing the record, recording the record, and fucking shooting the video for the record, like it was all in like a week's time. We did all of that.
Right.
The next week it was fucking like #1 on the charts. And I'd never seen nothing like that, yo.
I got a question for you. What was the record that you knew was going to be a hit, that you thought in your mind was definitely going to be a hit that did not work? You knew it was going to be a hit, but it just didn't. You were sure, but it just didn't work.
It's crazy, Scoop, because I don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think like that when I record. I go into every recording session the same. Give me the beat, let me go in and vibe off it. I create the music. I create the records, I create the sound, whatever. And I never really think about like this is gonna be the one that does this or does that. I don't think about it like that. I just like to make records and God willing, we get a good one. But like I said, when I first came out, I just wanted to go gold, Scoop. I didn't platinum wasn't even in my thought process. I wanted to go gold so I can get another album. So Def Jam will let me make a second album.
That's how it used to be back in the days. If you didn't sell a certain amount,
you wasn't getting that second shot. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't get another album. The original Murder Inc. was supposed to be you, Jay-Z, and DMX. What happened? Yeah. Why did that not happen?
Egos. First of all, at that point in time, you couldn't get Jay and X in a room together, really. It was hard to get them in the same room together. So, it was just egos. I was the little man on the totem pole at that time, just happy to be a part of it all, just really, wanting to get out there and show the world what I can do as an artist, as an MC.
Right.
I always looked at that situation like it would be a situation where people would always look at me like, you know, Josh dope, but he came in off this, you know, coattails of that Murder Inc. situation with X and J and whatever. And back then, you were conscious of those things. You know what I'm saying? Like those things meant something to you as an artist. Like, nah, I need to stand on my own too. And so I was kind of not happy that it didn't happen, but I was happy that I got a chance to come out and do my own thing, you know, on my own 2 feet versus coming out with the group project first.
Now, you went on to do something after that no one at that time was doing, and that was singing on records. Okay, because I remember the cash, I remember the CMC job. Okay, I remember that. You went from that to singing on records. Whose idea was that? Was that yours? Was that Gotti's? Was that the record label?
No, that's you know, that's all me. That's all me. That's just, I mean, it wasn't an idea. It was like, it's so crazy because like sometimes when you rapping and you flowing, certain words you want to stretch to make it fit better on the track or feel better on the track. And I'm all about being inside the pocket when I'm rhyming, in them pockets, and you know, being on beat and flowing in them pockets. Some artists that does it, it's not important to them. And you know, but at certain points on certain records, those melodies were necessary.
Right.
It felt necessary to stretch these words or to harmonize this certain bar versus rap it. You know, so I don't think it was a real conscious decision like that, rather than something that kind of just happened. And then once it happened, it was like, wow, this is my own zone. This is something that I'm doing that nobody's really in my lane, you know, and it became like my thing, and I just tackled it in a different way than I guess it has been in history, because I'm not the first to harmonize and sing on records, but like I said, I made that thing my thing. You made it, and I made it sexy. I made it cool for hardcore rappers, like rappers that was considered like street niggas, real street niggas, to say, yo, I love my chick, you know, I you know, so I made it cool and sexy to do that, and it's all good.
Now, you definitely did that, and if you're just tuning in, people, we're here talking to Ja Rule. You know, did you ever get mad that people criticized you about singing? Because there were people who criticized you. I'm not going to go into that. I'm not going to say people criticized you,
you know,
and then it became, you know, it just became the thing that every rapper did.
Hey, I think I said it the best on one of my records. You know, I said, whoever does it last does it better than the first in the first place, unless you're MJ. Pick one, dead or alive. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the only two. Those are the only two, Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson, that, well, now people are chasing both of them with the GOAT. But when I wrote that at the time, those are the only two that did something first, and then people imitated them afterwards. But it always comes back to them being the greatest ever. You know what I'm saying? So anybody else that does anything first, anybody that does it after them, they usually get the credit for it, or like I said, whoever does it last does it better than the first in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
So with the bad comes the good. You were
it's the gift and the curse.
International superstar, everything, and then the federal investigation comes down, supposedly over somebody who's really close to your guys. Of course, we know him in New York as Preem. Preem was very strong out there. I was from Harlem, and Preem name rang bells all over New York City.
Big shout out to my brother Preem, man. Much love, Preem. What's up, baby?
And that's crazy because my man Mega, who was my intern and my protege, who actually wound up dying, R.I.P. to Megatron, was Preem's nephew.
Right. R.I.P. Mega, for sure.
R.I.P. Mega. So when did you know that the feds were on you? Was it like kind of gradual, or did did somebody say something in the streets like, you know the feds are on you, or did it just come out of nowhere and they just raided? Nah,
they just kind of just raided the officers. It just like hit us out of nowhere. You know what I mean? It was very shocking as to why they would target our record label and raid our offices like that. It was mind blowing to say the least. You know, we didn't understand where it was coming from and why that would happen. You know, I mean, like everybody knew when Preem came home from jail that he wasn't the same Preem that he was before he went in jail. He was looking, you know, he was looking to do good with his life, and, you know, and we was the homies, man. You know, we was trying to help him out and provide that opportunity. So I don't know how that all came down like that.
People who are not from USA, I need you to understand something. When you take on the federal government or you get charged by the federal government, and John, you could definitely say this, there is a 98% chance that you will lose, which means that there is a 2% chance that you will win. What made you say, and what made Gotti and Chris and all of y'all say, you know something? I'm not giving in. I'm not throwing in the towel. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna stand strong. I'm not gonna snitch. I'm not gonna put somebody else's name in the middle of this bullshit. What made you guys say, you know something? We'll just fight it, and whatever happens, happens.
Well, I mean, you know, everybody likes to throw out there, you know, yo, they beat the feds, beat the feds, beat the feds. But honestly, we were innocent. We were innocent people. We didn't do what they were saying that we did. You know what I'm saying? So it was a no-brainer. You're not going to take a deal for something that you didn't do when you know you have proven evidence that you can beat this case. So you know, it was one of those things where it was just like somebody had to be telling them this information for them to even to go this far into it without real evidence.
Right. People, if you're just tuning in, we're here talking to Ja Rule, and this is something that John and myself talked about. Like about 2 days ago, we talked about something that I want to get into, which is your app that you're doing, because I'm definitely going to be on that. That's amazing. I don't know how much you
right here,
talk.
baby, icon.
Yeah, I don't know how much you want to talk about it. We talked about that. We talked about 50, and we talked about Fyre Festival. And first of all, you were kind of exonerated and cleared of all charges when it came to that.
Not kinda, I was.
Right. Whose idea was it to do the festival?
It was mine. You know, I had a vision of doing like the dopest festival ever. Like something that we haven't experienced. It was more about the experience than who was fucking gonna be on the stage for me. Mm-hmm. For me, you know, I've been to Coachella many times. I love Coachella, it's dope. You know, but when you go to Coachella, if you're not watching your favorite act performing, it's kind of a downtime. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, you would see people sometimes sleeping on the grass and stuff like that.
Definitely.
So my thought process was, I don't want people sleeping on the grass. I wanted to give people something to do all day, every day at the festival. So I wanted to involve all of the entertainment, all of the arts. Like, you know, I wanted to have like the tech convention, the TED Talk guys come, the science and tech guys come and show off their new, you know, inventions and products and things they had coming. I wanted the movie people to be there, you know, like a Cannes festival. Bring the next, you know, the dopest 3 movies that are going to be, you know, showing during that summer. You know what I'm saying? That's coming out. It's going to be released. You know, have all of the music people there, of course. You know, also let's bring comedy. Let's bring the comedians out and let them be a part of it. They're a part of our culture, but they never get included. You know, so I wanted to do all of these different things with the festival and just make it a different vibe, something that we've never experienced. And I you know, I got with some people that I thought were going to be great partners, and it didn't turn out to be that, you know, and I'm sad by that because the idea was fucking crazy. It was dope, and I still think the idea is dope. And you know, I have like big guys that do festivals that actually, you know, we talking about, you know, doing the Iconic Music Fest and doing something really, really cool and really dope, you know, along the lines of what I wanted to do for Fyre Festival, but actually doing it the right way and pulling it off. So, you know, I'm in talks. So we've been talking about it, and you know, if I do it, I do it. If not, I don't. You know, whatever.
I think you know, maybe the way when I looked at the documentary, which I don't know if you approved or not, it just looked like you know, you're the marketing side of it. This guy kind of was a scammer, and he didn't know what he was getting into. Like, had you guys just sold it to Live Nation, it would have probably, you know, went off. But it's because The guy didn't know what kind. You have to do zoning. You have to have bathrooms. You have to do certain
It was
things.
a whole lot, man. Let me tell you, it's crazy because I reached out the whole, about who does he use to do, Made in America. And he put me onto his guys, his dudes that do all the production and shit, RPS, and I actually hired them to do the Fyre Festival. And then I went on tour. Me and Shawnee went on tour around that time. And when I came back off tour, they was fired, and a whole new production team was hired, and we got what we got out of that situation. So, it's like I kind of lost control of, the whole situation because, it wasn't my money that was being put up there. And so it was kind of like, Ja's on tour, Ja's not here. We got this. You know what I'm saying? And people were making a lot of decisions without Ja Rule, and it turned out to be not a good thing.
Soon as I saw because as I was looking at the documentary, I saw the trailer and I saw, beaches and boats and amazing white women. I said, now that's Ja Rule. That's him right there. But I didn't know the other side, because I know if it was marketing, it was you. I already knew that. So I knew you were telling them how to do it, how to shoot it, where to put white women, where to do this, everything. But when did you know, you've done all of that stuff. When did you know, wait up, hold on, man, this is not going right. This is
never. It never hit. It never hit that way because, the things that wasn't right with the festival weren't the things that we hear about in the media. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's not in prison because we didn't try to put on a festival. He's not in prison because we didn't, pay the artists. We didn't build the stages, to put on the festival. That's not why he's in prison. Those things were taken care of. A lot of the artists were paid. Most of the artists were paid. I think all of the artists were paid except for maybe 2 acts that didn't get their second half. But all first halves were in. There was maybe 2 acts that didn't get their second half. But no, listen, a lot of artists walked away with their whole tape. Yeah. And they, and it's like, I get slammed for it a lot, which is deservingly so. You know what I mean? I was a part of it and whatever. So I'm taking my lumps, Scoop. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no sweat off me. People, sometimes you do stuff and you have your greatest intentions, involved, and sometimes they don't come out to be that way.
What was the 2 questions that I had was, when you watched the documentary, because I'm sure you watched it.
I didn't watch it. I never watched it.
There was a part in there where a gay guy was like, he had to suck to get 40,000 gallons of water.
I don't know nothing about that, Scoop. Yeah, I didn't know nothing about that. I heard about it. I heard about it how you heard about it, through the documentary.
I heard about it through the documentary. I said, the man sucked a dick to get the 40,000.
It was news to me, man. I ain't never heard of this situation. I wasn't there for the situation.
It didn't sound like he was too upset about sucking the dick. But
it was a lot of crazy shit. Yeah, he definitely wasn't upset. There was a lot of crazy shit going on during that whole situation. But it's so crazy because the one thing that I did get that I heard was edited out of the documentary, and I wonder why. It was a scene where they were treating some of the people down there, some of the staff that we had hired. Mm-hmm. They were treating some of the Bohemians bad, like racial shit.
Okay.
And when I went down there, one of the couple of times that I went down there, when I went down there, I was tipped off to it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm the only black guy in the company, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I was tipped off to it, and I immediately got to firing people and getting rid of people and letting them know this ain't what the fuck this is. Y'all ain't never gonna disrespect no black people on my motherfucking watch with my name on the marquee, and this is supposed to be my fucking company, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that part got taken out, and I almost had a fight with one of our pilots, with my pilot, because you know what I'm saying, it was him that was saying the fucked up shit, and it's like, it's just crazy, man. I just want people to understand one thing. Ja Rule would never defraud or steal from anybody. That's not my MO. Even when even being a criminal, I was an honest criminal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, like I wasn't a nigga that like niggas was stick up kids and doing jack boy shit. I didn't like that shit. That shit is whack. Earn your money, nigga. Go out there and get on the block. Go get a pack and go hustle like everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Go get a G
pack.
Yeah,
we all listen, man. There's honor amongst thieves, even though there's not no honor amongst thieves, but there should be. There's code in these streets. You know what I'm saying? And I was always one of those type of dudes that had code, that had honor, even in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So I would never. Come on, man. That's not even. This shit is like. I didn't even know how to do the shit he was doing.
Right. My last question to you and an observation.
Yeah.
I know you. So people, when I say this, I know this man, and I have history with him. What was it that made you not get like 100 goons from 40 projects in Queens and just go see this dude? What was it? And what was that? And number two is, everybody talks about your failures, but you, in order to succeed, you must fail, and that's what we were talking about. We were talking about that. Me and him had a long talk about that. Everybody looks at your failures, but then you have to fail in order to succeed in life, and period. But I always thought, why would John not? Because I know you know the goons. So why did you not get like 300 goons from 40 projects and just be like, fuck this, I'm gonna go do this?
Because one, let me tell you, the realest shit I'm gonna tell you is, because here's the crazy shit. When the feds came in to look under the hood at this whole situation, they went to him first. So I looked at that as like a rollover situation. Like, okay, if these guys are in this together and they've done crime and they're doing this shit together and they're in cahoots together, we're gonna give the white guy a chance to roll on the black guy. They didn't even come get me. Right. So I'm like, man, either they knew that I didn't have nothing to do with the shit and they just went straight to him, or they gave him a chance to roll on me. Right. I don't know how that went, but that's how I took it, because they never came to talk to me. They went straight to him. But to his not to slam him all the way and just say he's such a bad guy, because people make mistakes, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a young kid. He made a fucking mistake or whatever. And I wish he didn't, because we'd have a very lucrative fucking festival. But he made some mistakes. But when the feds came, he told the truth. He told them the truth. Because I know goddamn well they went to him and said, what Ja Rule got to do with this? What is his involvement in this and all that? And he let them know, this was me. Ja had nothing to do with it from the beginning. From the beginning,
That's gangster. That's gangster.
So I don't. You've never heard me get in the media and slam the kid and talk bad about the kid. The kid made some mistakes. Yes, he did, and he's serving his time and he's doing his time for it. When you make mistakes and you fuck up, you go to jail. You do your time. You come home. Hopefully, people give you a second chance in society or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying?
And me and you were talking about, again, we were talking about a couple of days ago about everybody looks at your failures, but you must have success. In order to have success, you must have failures.
Everybody goes through failures, Scoop. Listen, man, before I was a big rap success, you know what I mean? People told me that this ain't gonna work for you. My own mama told me, yo, listen, I know you're trying to do this rap thing, but you got a baby now, maybe you need to go get you a real job. So you gotta understand something. When you doing this and you out there trying to put points on the board, there's people trying to block that all the time. There's people trying to pin your shit to the backboard. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, nigga. All the time.
100%.
There's doors getting slammed in your face all day. You know how many projects I come up with? Film projects, TV projects, tech ideas, like everything like that. I come up with, people like, that may be not it. That may be not it. That's the one, y'all. Let's do that. It's like that. And if you're not in the business, doing business, then you don't know the business. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, boy, listen, I deal with that a lot. People, just in case you're just tuning in, we're talking to Ja Rule, and I want to speak about that because people don't know that you're heavy into tech. So to kind of give them an idea of, number one, how you got involved in it, who brought you into it, and what are you doing in the tech space?
I'm doing a lot of different things in the tech space, but you know, I got into it because I had a couple of inventions that I was trying to get to the market. That's how I actually met Billy, trying to get, you know, my products to the market. And I met him, and at the time I was trying to go to like the products that I was trying to make, and I'm still creating them and doing them. I got patents and stuff, patent pending and stuff on them right now. They're very dope products. But at the time, I was trying to go to like a you know, like a Apple or a Samsung or a Sony or somebody that's more established in the game to kind of, you know, do it with me basically, you know. And then started being around all these tech guys and all these smart minds. They were like, "Ja, why don't you just build it yourself? Hire some of these smart engineers straight out of college, get a couple of them, build the shit yourself, have a prototype, and then you own it. And then you can go sell it.
Right.
Not somebody giving you a piece of your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll take all the risks, we'll create it, we'll make it, and we'll give you 10% of your thing. You know what I'm saying? Nah. So I learned that way, you know what I'm saying, how to get into this business that way, that you can actually build your own products, build your own shit, and then copyright it, you know, protect it, you know, whatever you have to do, get your patents on it, whatever, and then go fucking sell your idea to somebody else with the product in hand. Then you own it. Then you get to say, okay, I'll give you guys 10%. You know what I'm saying? Of my great idea. If not, then I'll walk it across the street to your competitor. You understand? So those are the decisions you get to make when you build it yourself and when you start learning the business. And so that was my first introduction into tech. Understanding that you don't take your idea to the big guys and let them fucking create it for you and give you the shit, the crumbs. Yeah, you create it, make it, and then take it to them, and then you know what I'm saying, you partner with them that way. So that's how I got involved. And then I started creating my apps and stuff, and I you know, I built my company Icon and my app Icon, and it's really dope, man. I did it because, you know, I got tired of having 3 or 4 people in the middle of my transactions when I'm booking shows. I'm doing a show, and by the time the money gets to me, it's 30% less of what it should be because 5 other motherfuckers that barely know me had to get paid till they get to the person that knows me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I wanted to alleviate that in some ways. And then on the flip side of that, it's the problem of the agents. And the agents only deal with, you know, the mega stars, and then there's a whole fucking 90% of artists, 80% of artists that are under that tier that the artists that they don't deal with, that are out there really doing their own thing, you know, putting fucking book me now in their bio and their Instagram and shit. Yes. Well, I wanted to build something that would make this a lot easier for everybody, you know? We sort through all of the bullshit now. So if you want Icon, you have a page on Icon. We go through, we vet all of the bad fucking offers. Like, you would give me your invisible floor. Like, so on Icon, you would say, I don't want to see nothing less than $5,000. And that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? You won't see an offer less than. You feel me? Even if we get them for you, you'll never see them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the floor you set for yourself. So it's a really great platform, and it gives artists the opportunity to monetize their brand, you know, for themselves. You know, independence is the way.
Now, I'm going to say this because I'm not going to get deep into this. I'll have Ja come back when this happens. We were talking about something that he's adding to the app. That if you're a DJ or an artist like me and you're on here, it's going to be a tough time for some of us. I mean, I happen to be a legacy act, and I can perform my ass off. So when the lights come back on, I'm probably going to be okay.
For sure.
I'm
For
gonna be
sure.
okay. But there's gonna be, you know, I might even run into things, but there is some, everybody has to get into a place where some of your business is digital. And Ja has
Yeah.
come up with an idea that
Yeah.
it's like it's really, really fucking good. I'm gonna let him finish the act.
Yeah. It's in the works right now, Scoop. I should have it done by the end of the month, you know, and then I'll start beta testing and shit, and then we'll put it out to the public.
And I'm gonna definitely, like, I'm gonna be one of the first people on this. Earlier this month, there was a conversation started by Kid Capri and other DJs talking about when DJs are pandering and putting up their Cash App and saying hit me and all of that.
Yeah.
And to one of the pieces of the platform, Ja has found out a way to fix all of that. And it was so genius, I was running up and down the stairs in my fucking duplex. And I can't, remember, I was like, I can't believe this shit. And I was like, if you execute this, if you execute this, it's going to be crazy. So
it's coming. It's definitely coming, man. Icon is the future for artists, man. I like to look at what Icon is it's a platform for artists to monetize their brands. Period. Whatever type of artist you are, if you're an athlete, if you're an influencer, if you're, you know, a rapper, a singer, you know, whatever, model, you know, this Icon is for you, man. And I built this platform. It's for artists, by artists. And I had myself in mind and thinking of the things that I wanted when I was a young fledgling artist, and the things that weren't provided to me by my label or by the agencies and stuff. So I've implemented these things into the platform, and yo, artists are really gonna really appreciate it.
I think they're gonna appreciate it. People, if you are just tuning in, we're talking to Ja Rule, and we're going over everything, man. We touched on Murder Inc., federal investigation, Fyre Festival. And listen, there's no way that I could walk out of here and not be somewhat realistic to myself without asking you about what happened on Fat Joe's Instagram. Now, people, just in case you didn't hear it, Ja was on Fat Joe's Instagram. Joe was talking to Swiss Beats, and people, if you're outside of America, Swiss Beats and Timberland created this series called Versus, where people, quote unquote, battle each other. For example, in about 10 minutes, Teddy Riley is going to go against.
Oh, I'm about to go to Versus in a minute, baby.
Yeah,
look, Babyface just started this live. Babyface just went live. It's about to pop on.
We're gonna all go to that. And on this live, when Fat Joe was talking to Swiss Beats, Rule called up, and he was like, "I want to battle 50 Cent."
No. That's not how that happened.
How did it happen?
I'm gonna tell you how it happened.
How did it happen?
Swiss and Fat Joe was having conversations.
You know, they were
and
right.
I guess,
they were having
and people on the bottom kept hitting them. We want to see Ja Rule 50 Cent. We want to see 50 Cent Ja Rule, 50 Cent Ja Rule, 50 Cent Ja Rule, 50 Cent.
And that's when you called in. Okay, cool.
No, I never called it. I didn't know this shit was even going on. Fat Joe's uncle called me and was like, yo, Rule. These niggas talking crazy right now. They talking about, yo, they want to battle. Would you battle if these niggas put it together? I'm like, yo, my catalog stands for itself. If people want to battle and they want to put that together, I'd be civil. I you know what I'm saying? I could do that for hip hop and for the culture.
Now, hold on. I'm going to cut you off. I know you, and I know you now. I know you. I'm looking in your face now. I just I just saw the clip where you were on the phone, so I thought that you called in. That's my fault. Swiss Beats gave you a side eye. He was like, I don't believe that. That sounds real devilish. And I know you. Could you really do that? Could you really do it and not act up?
Listen, Scoop, y'all all beating the wrong tree, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm the adult. I'm the grown one here, man. When has anybody ever seen me fuck with anybody, get on the internet and troll people? That ain't what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hit maker, yo. I'm a father. I'm a husband. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good dude. I don't involve myself in all of the fucking goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? So when the question was asked to me, of course, what I'm supposed to say, Scoop? No, I don't want to battle. Nah, my catalog is fucking legendary. I'll go up against anybody. I'm not scared to battle anybody with my catalog. You understand? So it's not about that. And plus, what Versus is about, it's not about beefing on it. It's about
the
two
music.
artists getting together with extensive, legendary, classic catalogs of music and sharing it with the fucking public and the fans and just having a good time and congratulating each other on the great careers that they've had with all this great music. Me and him can't do that.
No,
you understand? And the reason why we can't do that is because of him. It's because of him, Scoop.
No, hold on. Now, let me stop. Let me stop you there. First of all, I'm gonna say one thing. I feel like if it was a battle, it had to be evenly matched. It would be like you versus Nelly or you versus Nas with only the commercial joints from Nas. You versus Lil Wayne, only the commercial joints. Maybe a Murder Inc. versus Death Row. But I do want to say this: Fat Joe and 50 made up. Jadakiss and 50 made up. French Montana and Jim Jones made up. I
love that too. I love all of that, man. It's all for the culture. It's dope.
I want you guys to do it. If you did it, I would run in the street butt naked. No, not butt naked. Maybe I'll wear boxes or fucking. Just forget that idea. Just forget that. I would just be really, really happy. Is there any chance that could happen at all?
Scoop, I'm not answering because it's not happening, Scoop. It's not happening. And it's not on my side. I don't have any beef with 50 Cent. There, I said, so the public can hear, I don't have any beef with anybody. I'm living my best life, man. I'm having a good time, man. I'm enjoying life, and I love my life. I don't want to beef or have beef with anybody. What is that? What does it do for me or what I'm, you know what I'm saying, what I'm about and what I'm doing? So it's not me. I don't need to beef with anybody, Scoop. I've never needed to beef with anybody. I'm a stand-up nigga. But if anybody wants that smoke, I'm here to give it.
Final question.
I'm here to give it, Scoop.
No,
and listen, that's how the whole shit started. No, Scoop, listen. That's how this whole shit started. He popped shit to me, and I wasn't backing down, yo. Whenever I seen him, it was on and popping. Smoke was ready to be fucking served. And that's why the beef was what it was. But I've grown up so much past that shit was 20 years ago, Scoop. 20 years ago. So now they ask me a question about battling somebody with my catalog. Not battling, rapping, with my catalog. Right. Of course I would, yo. I'll battle anybody. I'm not scared to battle anybody. I'll battle anybody. My catalog's dope. You understand? He's childish. So he got on and made memes and this, that, and the third. So next time you get on, Scoop, here's what you do. Next time you interview him, ask him these questions. Like everybody always wants to ask Ja Rule all of these fucking questions. You make up a 50, ask that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you it ain't going to happen because he's childish. It's not going to happen for more reasons than that, but it'll never happen. Ask him. Go ahead. And ask him more questions. Ask him more questions. Ask him the real questions.
You know I'm gonna ask.
Ask him the real questions, Scoop. Ask him the real questions. Dig deep. Go deep and ask him the real questions.
I'm gonna ask him in a very respectful way. Matter of fact, when I finish this and I put it down to Instagram and put it on YouTube, I'm gonna call 50 and I'm gonna say, listen, I had a conversation, this, and this, X, Y, and Z, A, B, and C. I want you to say something about it, and we will take it from there.
Listen, Scoop, here's the thing. We're all tired of talking about it. The fans are tired of talking about it. I'm tired of talking about it. Like, let this shit die. Leave it alone. Me and 50's beef is 20 years old. This beef is cooked, nigga. It's stale. It's old. It's nasty. Nobody eats this beef anymore. It's terrible. Listen, like, can we move on for the sake of hip hop? For the love of hip hop? Can we move on from this clown shit, yo? Because to me, it's clown shit. You feel me? We had what we had, and we settled it on wax and in the streets. what are we still beefing about? I'm not beefing with him no more. I'm good on all beef. I want to say this for everybody to understand. Ja Rule don't have no beef with nobody. I'm a vegetarian, matter of fact. You understand? When it comes to beef, I'm a vegetarian, Scoop.
Well, there you go. In Jesus' name, amen. I'm going to leave you with one thing.
God bless you all.
In Jesus' name.
And yo, I'm going to say this too. Interviewers, anybody, please. I'm not talking about 50 no more. Please don't ask me about them no more. I don't want to talk about Fyre Festival no more. Please don't ask me about that shit no more. I just want to fucking move forward in a good space and talk about all of the great things that I have going forward. My new TV series. I executive produce.
Stop. TV series.
Yeah. I got that too. I executive produce Growing Up Hip Hop New York.
Stop.
Like, there's a lot of great things that I do that's going on. So I don't need to talk about none of this other goofy shit.
No, hold on. We got 3 minutes left. And
yeah, we got 3 minutes to the battle. It's almost battle time.
Yep, it's almost
I'm about to go to verses.
I want to preface this by saying that me and Ja have such a long relationship that he said,
my brother, man.
I don't want to talk about any of this, but because it's you, go ahead and ask me whatever the fuck you want.
Ask me whatever you want, Scoop. That's what I told you.
Tell me about the TV series before we go. We got 3 minutes.
Listen, I don't want to talk about it just yet, but it's fucking amazing. It is fucking out of this world, man. And actually, the idea of the whole TV show spawned from all of the Fyre Festival shit. So you guys are really going to enjoy this show. You're going to love it. Like I said, I also tune in to Growing Up Hip Hop New York. I executive produced that show with my brother Daliy, my brother Gotti, and Fat Joe's on the show, and we got everybody. It's a good show. So there's a lot going on. And I own a sports team.
Tiana, you want to be on Growing Up Hip Hop?
Yeah, get on, Scoop. I got you.
Growing Up Hip Hop? Is it a check in it? See, they said they was gonna give you 300,000. She said.
She said.
She said.
And Scoop, you know what? I just bought a sports franchise. I own the New York Stars in the WFLA. It's a female professional football team. It's the first time that women are being paid to play professional football. It's an amazing fucking league, an amazing movement. Yeah, and I just bought the New York Stars. I own the New York Stars, so yeah, get ready, baby. We got female football coming. NFL's little sisters, man, and they get busy.
Listen, I don't give a fuck what it is. I just want to get the fuck out of the house and watch something, so I'll be there. We got a minute left. I want to thank you for coming, man. I appreciate the love. Let's go watch Babyface and Teddy Riley.
Let's go watch Babyface and Teddy Riley, man.
This is going to be good. I'll check you later. I'll catch you later.
Love to everybody, man. Love y'all, man. Much love. We out, baby.
All right. So people, that was Ja Rule. We basically ate up the majority of the time. Listen, people, if you're new to this show, what I'd like you to do, just follow me on Instagram at FatManScoop. Every night we have somebody. Tomorrow night it's Bart Scott. Thursday it is Missy Elliott. We're going to do Throwback Thursday. Friday we're doing Isaiah Thomas, Hall of Fame point guard from the Detroit Pistons. And it's going to be lit. And if you're into clothing and merch, www.fatmanscoop.com. Go check out my shirts and stuff like that. Everybody be safe. Have a good night. Fat Man Scoop.